Welcome back to Bud Suds and Duds. Guys, it's Brian. It's the captain is dead. I'm by myself now. So last night, Rob and I recorded the first episode of this game, and I said probably about 170 times that I could not wait to play this. Had to do some things, it got late, and I stayed up later than I should, however, and I played the tutorial. And then I found something interesting about the tutorial. It actively told you there was a number of things it wasn't going to talk about, including some things that Rob and I had already figured out. And I thought that was weird, so then I hit up the Steam discussion page for the game and read about more thoughts that people had on the game, as well as the very active, at the time, like 2021-ish, developers of this game, or a representative of the developers, talking with people and giving advice and what have you. This game is definitely deeper than Rob and I may have realized while playing it. Credit to us, I will say, we 100% figured out most of the game, and this game is definitely more complex than it looks on its face, I think, and it absolutely feels like it's a pandemic-style board game, and of course this is the video game version of it. After going through all that, I said, you know what, maybe I should do another episode for this game, tell you guys about what we learned, and then see if I do any better whatsoever in trying to stay alive. I assume the answer is no. I assume it's no because I see a lot of people talking like, I love this game. I play it all the time. I'm pretty good at it. I know a lot of strats. I win one every 10 games. And it's like, oh, it takes that many tries. Which, you know what, just reminds me about Pandemic. I love Pandemic so much. I've played it probably 12 times, and I think twice did we survive. And I don't know, that's great to me. I love that. And so, I don't know, this strikes a certain chord with me, is basically what it comes down to. So, we're on Classic, we're on Normal, that's what Rob was playing. I'm going to go ahead and go to the crew. And as we go along, I'll tell you, it's just me, I will tell you some of the things that I learned. So, it's interesting. I am somebody who finds words very important, but I didn't catch that under crew selection here, it says choose up to 7 crew members to save the ship. It turns out that, yeah, you don't actually need to have your roster full over here. It's not a requirement. And in fact, there's a lot of people who will play with only 4. Beyond that, it turns out that certain combinations of crew will turn on or off the possibility of certain anomalies because what their special abilities are don't matter with those anomalies. So the game's just like, forget it, don't even think about it or what have you. Let's go over what these are again, just so now that we've seen the game, we can think about it a bit more. What do they do? And get that in our heads. These are in order of the turn order they will get, which is the yellow icon here. It looks like OBS is capturing the mouse, which is very nice. Again, I don't know why. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. So the lower this number, the higher their rank is, the earlier they're gonna have their move go in order. So Admiral's the top guy. When retrieving a battle plan, he can choose between 2, and he can retrieve battle plans from any location. Otherwise, battle plans are just done from the captain's quarters or whatever that section is called. Rob was good at constantly looking at the battle plans when he had the Admiral, but he didn't use them very often. And it turns out there is a core crew of 4 that they say the easiest to win is to make sure these 4 are a part of your crew. The Admiral is one of them because of battle plans. Apparently, there is even a battle plan to 100% repair your jump core, which we'll get to. First officer, once per phase, can retrieve a battle plan for one less action, or search the captain's journal and choose any plan for 4 command and 2 actions. That's that special terminal where it's like, you don't have the proper authority to look at that. This is for this guy. Chief Engineer, that is one that Rob did have and is also one of the 4 A-team members, uses one less action when repairing the jump core. Repairing the jump core. Repair the jump core. Jump core. Jump core, jump core, jump core. I'll get to that in a second, why I keep doing that to you. Teleporter Chief was not one of the 4 main ones. However, this does seem to be a pretty popular choice. He can use the teleporter as a free action twice each phase. Of course, as we saw with Rob's playthrough, that only works if the teleporter is working. But it is a nice thing that they have. Then we go over here to the tactical officer. Rob had her as well. Gains 2 random skills when repairing the shields. However, there's a little asterisk that has to go here. She only gets those 2 random skills when repairing the shields, provided the computer is online. If the computer is offline, this bonus doesn't work. This also is one of the first characters, along with the chief engineer, where I started to realize their specialties, what they are allotted to do or aligned to do, you may want to tunnel vision them, focus them into those specialties. And she's one of those, it seems like. So while she can go to the bridge and repair the shields, that's really the second place she should be. The main place she should be is in tactical or armory or whatever that room was called. The telepath can trade skills with another crew member at any location for 1 action without the comm system, very important to say, and they gain the skill discounts of other nearby crew members. It's that last part that people really seem to like about the telepath. Not seemingly a huge one for people to use, but still one of them all the same.
I always expect the unexpected.
If something's broken, I'm your gal.
Oh yeah, I messed around with the volume levels of each thing to try and make things seem somewhat clear. I don't really know that I got the blend right. So, it's a hard one to master there. So we're definitely going to go with them. This is the crewman. Whenever he or a nearby crew member would become injured, he dies instead. Luckily, there's always a replacement. And he starts the game with a tool, which is referring to the tools in the cargo hold. Weapons officer can fire the torpedo tube or manufacture a torpedo for 1 less action once per phase. So, not a free shot, but close. The soldier, Rob had her, can remove all hostile aliens at her location for 1 action and all hostile aliens at any location via the security station for 1 action.
You want a piece of me? You can have the whole thing!
She is one of the core for the A-team, essentially. Science officer gains 2 random skills after anyone researches an anomaly. This also gives you that asterisk of as long as the computer is up. Cyborg, unaffected by anomalies. Part of the 4.
Resistance will be eradicated.
The scholar, if her inventory doesn't contain any skills, she will automatically gain a random one. Medical officer, any crew member nearby may heal for 1 action and can heal any nearby crew member for free and gains a random skill. Rob had that one. The counselor, if another crew member is nearby at the start of her phase, she gets a bonus action, and she can exchange 1 skill from her inventory with 1 skill in the discard buffer for 1 action. Diplomat can override alerts on other crew members' phases, but she does not get her skill discount. The hologram is unaffected by aliens, but can only kill them via the security station. They cannot use tools or be injured, but they can only move via the teleporter. They are confined to the CPU core if the teleporter or computers are offline, with an asterisk there. I noticed a lot of people talking about an escort ability that I haven't quite understood. I don't remember seeing escort anything come up, but apparently you can actually use this character to escort somebody and they can move to other rooms even if the comms and or teleporter are down. The discussion about this was a lot of bug reports about it, only the developers actually confirmed with the people who designed the board game that no, that's in the base game as well, that can happen. Nobody knows why, it just can. The ensign can trade skills and tools with other nearby crew members for free, and they can move up to 4 spaces for one action and is unaffected by increased gravity. Finally, the janitor can spend actions as wild skill cards when repairing or reinstalling systems. If he starts his phase with a tool, he gets a bonus action. Worth mentioning, I thought of the game Space Quest when Rob first moused over this, and apparently it's not just me. I can't remember the name of the character from that game, though. This is a pretty well-liked character. But all that said, let's see what happens if we get random. So this gives us the first officer, the teleporter chief, the tactical officer, the soldier, the science officer, the medic officer, and the ensign. You know what? I'm going to get rid of that guy and just
My righteous fist.
just go with that. Just to, I still feel a little unsure how I should be using him is my problem. So let's go ahead and initialize.
I'm in charge around here now.
Anomalous phenomena detected. Research advised.
Okay, so I was quiet for a second there because I wanted to hear what the computer had to say. The developers have advised that the computer voice at the start of a turn is actually the hint guide for the players, especially those who are newer to it.
Anomalous phenomena detected. Research advised.
It's urging you to look into the anomaly that is currently in place because they've developed this computer to tell you what, based on its permutations, what it thinks the best first action is for it to take. When I played the tutorial, you finish the tutorial and you go into a game mode, and I found that the first thing it had me do was
70%.
was that it was saying, hey, your guy is hurt. You can't do anything when you're hurt. Get to the med lab. So let's take a look at external scanners first.
Jump for power at 50%.
So the external scanners are currently offline. There's a lot to talk about here. As you guys may have seen in the first episode, it shows at the end of each phase. I wish I could turn off some of this when I'm talking. Let me see if I can do that real fast. Okay, let's see if that helps things out a bit. So in the external scanners, you get to see the next 2 things that happen when we were playing it initially. Okay, so with the external scanners, at the end of each turn, you get to see on the main view screen what 2 anomalies or not anomalies, but 2 situations that can happen. They're going to hit your shields, they're going to do this, they're going to do that, right? Well, I couldn't tell when we were playing it with Rob, were both of them going to happen? It didn't seem like that ever happened. Another question was it going to be one of the 2 showing? And as he was playing it, I started getting the feeling that it was more of like a rotation. The one on the left is going to happen at the end of this phase. The one on the right is going to happen on the end of the next phase. That turns out to be true. The fact that these external scanners are offline is actually really interesting because it turns out the game is designed. Okay, I had to turn off their voices entirely in order to talk through this. I can turn that stuff back on later. One very interesting thing that was pointed out is that, and this is apparently part of the board game as well, if the external scanners are on and you can see the next 2 things that are going to happen, But then your external scanners go off. Those things that you remembered seeing don't matter anymore. The aliens will use that opportunity to change their strategy, so you don't actually know what the next two things are going to be. That is really cool and extremely chaotic. So our external scanners are offline, so that's a problem. Because they really do recommend being proactive, trying to determine what is going to happen and deal with it in whatever way you think is best. Shields, really simple thing here is just that when shields are 0, you lose. That's one of the ways that you lose. Another way that you lose is if there are 12 aliens or more that end up on your ship, they take it over. So, comm system, you can do remote skill transfer. It takes actions except for certain people. Rob had this down, I feel like, constantly on his, and it didn't mean much to us at first because we didn't know about the skill trading system or the importance of it. Now I know, and we really don't want this down. We want to make use of that. Captain's Journal, this is just a way to get plans. Really, I think we know enough about that. I think we understand that idea, so we don't have to really talk about that too much. Torpedo tube, we know about that already, so we don't have to really talk about anything there, but it's kind of crappy. That is currently out. Security station, we know about that. Nothing to add there. The computers are offline, but the internal sensors are online. It is so interesting to see 2 commands available with the internal sensors right now, because when I played the tutorial mission, I could not get command to save my life, literally. So we definitely need the computer back on. Cargo pod, we figured this out at the end of, or the second half of Rob's episode, that there's these items in here and that they have an A mode and a B mode based on the number of times they get used. I believe that once you use any of these items twice, they're gone. I don't believe they get replenished. And I say that because, you know, if it's on Bud, Suds, and Duds, it didn't sell well enough to pop off, which is so unfortunate because the developers were talking about additional characters that don't exist with the board game, but that would have existed with this one that never got made, just because they weren't getting the resources from sales of this game that would have allowed that to make sense. So these are one and dones, essentially. Worth also mentioning, there's this shuttle here. In the board game has expansion packs. This version is just the base game. The expansion packs, there is apparently a use for the shuttlecraft and a character that goes with it. So if anybody's curious about that. The trauma station, we found out at some point, we found out at some point that you could just click on this on the side and you can see who's injured. So the tactical officer and the soldier are already injured, and that, of course, is not good. Nothing really to add here, so we can move on from that. Upgrade stations. Apparently, these upgrades are fantastic if you take the time to actually do them. They can be very, very helpful, and we want that. So I'm going to see if I can try and get an upgrade. Anomaly research is something that is pretty obvious for us. These take a lot of science, which can be tough, but I mean, that's the whole point, is the games to be tough. The teleporter, we already know how that works. Jump core, jump core, jump core. Why was I bringing this up so much? This is how you win the game. Rob and I don't think ever realized this. You win the game by repairing this to 100%. One other thing worth mentioning, I'm going to move him here even though he doesn't have to be, just so I can show... Oh wait, no, there's nothing to look at in here for that. Never mind. There were those alerts. In the main screen, you've got yellow alerts, which is where we're at. There's also orange and red alerts. Those are referencing the color of alerts on decks, and the deeper the color, the worse the next phase situation from the aliens can be, including one that can automatically breach the core and kill you. But at the same time, there is also a battle plan that you can get from the admiral, the first officer, anybody that you use in this room to instantly repair it. There's like an instant win thing, which I think is hilarious. So, okay, explanation's over now. Watch me get cooked. So we've got, they refer to these as discounts, the ones that you always have. So if something takes 3 command, it's only going to take 2 for him. He's currently under the influence of a mysterious alien force, which is interesting. What is the anomaly? I don't think I looked at what it was. Irrational fear. I forget what that one does. I think that means you're under the influence when you are alone. So let's see if we can use his special ability now. He can't use it because he's alone. He's not one of the hurt ones, right? Who is currently hurt? Oh, the fighters, my tactical officer and my soldier. Okay. We don't know what's coming next. What do I need to fix these external sensors? I need another tactical, which I don't have. So let's run to the core. Is there a tactical to take? There is. There's also a blue to take. So now I'm questioning to myself, should I risk taking one of each? Then moving to the bridge, I have no way of repairing the external sensors with him, though. Nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just take care of the... You know what? Actually, I should make sure I can repair it with one action. I can. Okay. So, okay, good. There's no issue here regarding the anomaly. So let's repair these sensors. So this locks the aliens in whatever they're going to be doing. So what are they going to be doing? They're going to hit our comms, and crew on the bridge will be injured. We've got 2 people on the bridge, so that's amazing. Oh, you know what? I wanted to do his special ability. No? Does this take an action? It says from any location. I wonder if I can't do it now because I've used up my actions. That happens, I believe. All right, so we're gonna have who's in here with me? So I think my tactical officer is gonna die, which we did not see happen on Rob's thing. In fact, now that I think about it, I should not have ended that turn. Yeah, I screwed up. I already screwed up. Okay, the teleporter is going to go down. The tactical officer did not die. I wonder if the game was just being kind to me in that moment. Okay. So we've got the teleporter chief. The comm systems are down, which hurts us for trading things. Okay. So let me remind myself what he does. He can freely teleport without taking an action. Okay. There are special abilities that we need this for. So let's... Oh, it's automatic, so... Wait, is our teleporter down? Where is the teleporter? No, it's not. So why didn't it... Why is it taking 1? Was it because of the anomaly? I'm not really sure what happened there. All right. Well, first things first, let's get this back online. Okay. So we're a little more functional. Oh, speaking of these interrupts of the things that they're doing, Rob couldn't understand why sometimes this was work. Oh, good. Of course it went down. Why sometimes this was working and sometimes it wasn't. It turns out the answer is the interrupt is based on who you're playing as that just ended the turn. So it doesn't matter if anybody else has 3 or more of the commands to interrupt that. It's who did you just end the turn for, and only for them, with the exception of the counselor, who's got that special ability. So this is our TAC officer, but she's hurt, so that's the very first thing she's got to do. Teleporter is offline. So now I can't have him. Oh, there's the escort button. Okay. That did not save an action for her. I was thinking it might. Okay. So thinking, let's put her back in the CPU for now. Actually, before I end that, what is the next thing that's going to happen? Aliens appear on the bridge. That's fine. That is not a problem. Hopefully. I guess I can't guarantee that, can I? Now, if they can attack here, I don't know if they can attack right away. Doesn't look like it. So we're about to have increased gravity, unless if we have the science to resolve that, which we don't. So the soldier is our fighting person, but she is hurt. So she has to go here. And heal. Now I should be able to get her to the bridge and then she can attack. Oh no, it's going to take... Is it a free action? No, she needs... Can I go... Okay, the armory is the security... The security station is online. Oh, she can't do it because of the anomaly. Darn it. Okay, let me go back here. What I'm going to do is, I'm curious how you repair this. 1 engineer, 1 action. That's fine. Let me... Oh, the comms are down, but they're in the same room. I think they can trade. Where is the medical officer? He's got science going for him. Nothing to really trade there. What else could she do? Who is this? That's the science officer. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, weird. Now that I think about it, I don't know what the escort means. No, that might be a waste. Okay. Not entirely sure what I'm doing. If you couldn't tell. But that's okay. So yeah, now people really can't move. Okay, science officer. Definitely need them to do stuff. Oh, I didn't think... Okay, so I don't think the anomalies actually matter to her. If you're... It's not that it doesn't matter to her. The cyborg, it doesn't matter to at all. It doesn't matter in the science room. So, whoops, I didn't mean to press that. I want to do the quick look here. So it takes one action. The comms are down, so I cannot trade. That sucks. Do I have what it takes to research? No. Well, actually, let me look at it normal, because they might have different requirements for things. So it says 3 slots available, A, B, and med. So what I think this means, I didn't see it anywhere, I'm just guessing, is that you can only make 2 upgrades to your ship. And then this medical slot, it says reserved for auto surgeon, which I see is one of these here. Crew can be healed for free. Whoa, epinephrine ventilation. All crew receive an extra action each phase, but look how much that takes. That takes 7. Who even has that many slots? Oh wait, what was that shield one? Shields will repel an extra 10% of damage. Okay. So, none of that's going to help me right now. I don't know what I can do with her. Definitely the idea seems to be she needs to be in the science room to help us with that. She's not going to be available to handle that. Internal sensors will be going offline soon. The comm system's down. She doesn't have what it takes to repair those. The teleporter is down. Does she have 2? She does. So we're going to have her repair the teleporters. So that... Oh, damn it. Who's next on the list? The medical officer. Boy, I feel like she won't be able to do that in there. She can repair the torpedo tube. It's not exactly what I feel like I need her to be doing, but at least that's something she's doing. Okay. Is there anywhere she can go with just one movement? Oh, I didn't realize before you could go into the hallways. I think that's cool because if you're worried about moving somewhere later on, it could take less moves, and the hallways don't get attacked, so they won't take damage from that. So yeah, I am moving her into the hallway. I didn't read that anywhere. We never saw that before, so that is very interesting. So unfortunately, she didn't have the things we needed to fire off a torpedo, even though we just repaired the torpedo bay. Yeah, this we definitely don't want to have happen. And the problem is the guy that we're using has nothing to do with that. His whole deal is I need him to take care of this stupid anomaly. Okay. Got some tactical generated for that person, who's not even next anyway. Right. So that leaves him with just one. That anomaly is resolved. The internal sensors are going to go offline. He can heal people. So I'm going to actually put him into the hallway. He won't get hit, and maybe he can heal people on the next one. And people have said, you know, there's a lot of RNG to this, and you can absolutely get the RNG demons to screw up any chance you have of winning. Being so new to this game, I wouldn't recognize if I already had that happen or not. So now he can't do anything because he's hurt. What I'm curious about is, can I go here and be healed? Yeah. Okay. So because either way that had to happen, I can't do anything otherwise. So they're going to appear in engineering. And he can trade with people who are nearby. I don't think there's any trade. Can move up to 4 spaces for 1 action. Is unaffected by increased gravity. I didn't realize that. Where is the comp system at again? It's over there. Okay. Huh. He doesn't have a lot of space in his pockets, though. So he can trade with somebody. Who do I want to trade with? But I can only trade one thing. Oh, wait, that's for free. Okay, okay. That's his thing. All right, hang on. You know what? I'm going to take a quick second. I want to look up and see what escort is. I haven't come across that. Okay, I took a brief break just to look up escort. It looks like it has the ability to allow you to, if you're in the same room with somebody, hit escort, and that character will follow you if you then move to a different room, which I'm not sure what that does with action points. However, it makes me think that might be how you better manage when you get that one anomaly that makes people scared. So we'll see if I can remember that and keep that in mind. I'm going to trade those away. Oh, wait, no. He's got a limit here. Let's do that for now. Okay. We're going to take this and that. It's taking a lot of extra steps, but trying to get the things to the person who's more likely to use it. Oh wait, no, she needs that for some of her stuff. Okay, how is he looking? So I don't think he's gonna need as much of the science things, so we'll do that. Can I do anything in here? You know what? Give him one of those back. And take one. Okay, we got something done. Something happened. More damage to the shields, which I have not been able to work on. Okay, Admiral, we couldn't get a battle plan from you before. Where are you? You're in the bridge, so I don't... we don't have the anomaly anymore. He is hurt, though. Ooh, that's going to take 4? Jeez. Jeez. Nope, I didn't mean to go in there. He can't do anything since he's hurt. Ah. Oh, he can't leave? Oh, well, that fucking sucks. I wasn't aware he could not leave. So this is all he can do. At least they let you fight when you're hurt. Because I don't think I can now... Yeah, because of the injury. What is the next thing that's going to happen? More shield damage. Our shields are okay so far. I mean, they're not great. He can't leave, though, is the problem. He can't do anything else. So, can we do the special ability now? No. I don't know. It says from any location. I'm guessing because he... Oh, wait. He's affected by an anomaly. Oh, it's for the whole turn he's impacted by that. So yeah, there's nothing I can do with him. Because the comms are down, I can't even trade anything. Oh. I just realized I could have done that, apparently. There were a lot of complaints about how fast that specific one can be. The rest of these seem to be easier to click the button, but that one is apparently very difficult to do, and I see now that it was. Okay, 2 aliens will be in the lab, and the crew will be injured there. We don't have any crew in there currently. We've got the teleporter chief. We really need to be... we really need to be... Oh, he's hurt too. Damn it. Like, come on. Okay. All I can do... Oh, no. I should be able to get the teleporter back online. Oh, there's intruders in here? Had no idea there were intruders in here. Well. Gotta start that process. It's gotta be done. Oh, I'm doing so poorly. I am doing bad. And yet at the same time, this game is fun. I love it. It's frustrating. I'll actually probably spend some more time with it playing in the lower difficulty levels just to be like, you know, maybe I'll get a better feel for it. And I'm sure it doesn't help that I'm going with random when it comes to picking the crew. I just made the one change. And what's funny is the one change I made, I haven't been able to do anything with. That's when repairing the shields, which doesn't really help. Also hurt. Everybody is hurt. Everybody is always hurt. Okay. Who else is there? It wasn't the engineer. The ensign's in there. He's over there. Oh, nobody else is over there. Okay. What does the medical officer have? He's not carrying anything. Trying to get rid of these damn aliens on my damn ship. Oh, wow. I didn't realize there were two of them. I thought there was just the one. Oh, good. And now I have no way of taking care of that. Oh, that next hit's a dead one. I'm pretty sure my shields went from 70 to 30. Or 70 to 40, I mean. And having the soldier isn't going to help that much. Yep. And then over here, yeah. That would be a yes. Okay. Oh, if anybody's curious, the fires are not indicative of any specific damage. It's just kind of... There might be more of them the worse your condition is in, but that's about it. Okay, so she's in here. She has the command ability, actually, to stop that. So we can survive this, believe it or not. What else can she do, though, at the moment? The security station. Right, that'll take... Oh, it doesn't take anything from her. Okay, and then what about over here? She cannot repair it. Okay. Might as well do this stuff, right? Just so these aren't a problem anymore. Overkill mode. We may lose in the end, but at least these ones will feel bad for trying. Okay. She can't repair anything else. It might be worth trading, however. I'll take one of those. That's all I can do. That takes one action. Okay. That's all we got. That's all we could do. This didn't happen on the Enterprise. Yeah, we are definitely overdoing that one. Strength through superior firepower. We did evasive maneuvers. Somehow. The comms will go offline. Also, 30% damage to the shields, too. All right, science officer. You're in this hallway. Okay. Oh, man. She could repair the comms. She could repair the torpedo tubes. Who's hurt? The Admiral's the only one who currently is hurt. She's one shy of what she needs for that. Okay, so what is about to happen? Because this is going to happen. It's going to damage the shields, and comms is already offline. She has what we need to do that, but it's going to take her too many turns to get there. So that is no-go. What is he holding? See, he just doesn't hold very much. Well, I guess that's what we're going to do, is we're going to just trade some crap. Okay. So now our shields are going to be as critical as they get. External scanners and a kill shot. Great. And it's the medical officer. So this will be the end of our run here. Because he's not even holding anything. He can heal people, and that's about it. What is the override for that? 3 command. He's got 1. The ensign has 2. So actually, we won't die. We'll just come as close as we can to it. Cool. And then while he's here, might as well grab something from here too. Why not? All right. What did we do? We recalibrated the power matrix. Probably with tachyon pulses. 2 aliens in the war room. They can stay there. Nobody's in there. So I'm not worried about overwriting that currently. Okay. He's not going to be fixing the teleporter. Like, that's not even what I've got him going for. He's not affected by gravity. I think he can fix the torpedo tube. He cannot. Get out of my way. There's not an engineering one. Huh. Because that's what I needed, right? 1 engineering. I can try and see if I get one randomly. The comm system going on would be good. He can repair the comm system as well. So it'll take 1 for him to move there. It'll take 1 for him to repair it, plus those 2 things. And that'll leave him with 2 moves. That's the war room. So That leaves him with 2 moves. We're going to take 2 randoms. Not what I wanted. It is kind of what I wanted, but it's not going to matter now. Well, no, I guess that's the decision I have to make. Would I rather have the torpedo tube on or the comm room on? There's going to be aliens in the armory. Nobody's in the armory currently, but that's because she's right outside of it. Pretty soon we should have our teleporter up. He can't hold another item at the moment, so we're going to go comms. Nope, those are shields. Those are shields. Get away. Okay. He stuck the doodad in the thingamabob. That's how I do it. Yeah, go ahead and put him in the war room. Because we have the Admiral, I'm not worried about it. If we had kept the first officer, that could have been a problem. The armory is going to be a problem. Oh, they can appear in the computer core too. Interesting. I don't want them taking over the armory. So here's the Admiral. Does the Ensign have? Yeah, so first thing we got to do... Excuse me? Oh, he's hurt. Darn it. This guy has been hurt forever. I really can't trade because I'm hurt. The teleporter being online is not a problem, game. Oh, wait. Do I have to be in this screen? Yeah. You can't do it because of the injury. Oh, weird. This hallway right here isn't a hallway. I thought it was. Man, not having that really sucks. So I guess the only thing I can do... No, because I can't even grab anything from the computer core. Oh, all I can do is get healed. That sucks. I felt like I was taking baby steps forward, and now I realize, no, I'm just as stuck as I ever was. Where's the medical doctor? Oh, he's in there. Okay. Do your thing. Okay, that leaves him with 1. Let's see real fast. No command there. Command there. If I don't have to take his, that would be great. And I don't. Okay, we can keep the armory from going out. Game? Okay, it froze for a second there. We jammed the transporter lock. Yeah, showing up in the core is a problem as well. I don't like that either. Oh, man, that one after, though, will screw us up entirely if I don't. It'll screw up us entirely either way. Because, shoot, I think we're still dead anyway. The extra turn that had to be taken kind of destroyed us. All right, where am I? I'm in here, right? Okay. What does it take to fix the torpedo tube? He's got what it takes. Can he transport there? Or teleport, I should say. Wait, what? What is this doing? Oh, wait, do I misunderstand that? Hang on. Hang on, can I teleport here or not? Wait, what? What just happened? Oh, I can't go back on that? I'm very confused as to what just happened. Why can I not? Something happened to the game? Hang on, I think something happened to the game. Okay, well guys, I think I came across a weird soft lock or whatever here. I can't click on anything. I can't right click. I cannot engage with anything. It's showing the movement, but it's not letting me move. I don't know what happened. I can't even open up the menu. So I have to hard shut this down. Everything that looks like it can be clicked, can't click it. There's no anomaly that's causing it. It's showing that I'm in here. I don't know why it teleported this guy over there when I thought it was for me, but who is this person in here? Like, who did I teleport? I have no idea what in the world has happened. And I tried to look online for a bug report about something like this because I'm not entirely certain that it's a bug. It could easily be user error here. But all I can do, the only interaction of anything I can do is I can zoom in and out. I don't think I can even... Okay, I can actually do that. Standing right here. And that's it. I looked for any pop-ups. I didn't see any pop-ups. So we didn't run into this with Rob's. I didn't run into this when playing the tutorial. I still really like this game. I feel like this is my error, something I am not seeing that I'm supposed to be doing, but I cannot figure it out. So I love when episodes end this way. How about you? Anyway, I am going to play this some more because I have nothing better to do. And I guess if I get any better at this game, maybe in the future I'll show you guys how it's supposed to be done. Because at the moment, I don't know how it's supposed to be done. So thanks for joining us. Bye.